This is really adorable. And if you are in any way at all interested, go check out the game. It is on Steam. The Kickstarter launched today. I'm willing to bet that they're probably fully funded. Yeah, they are overfunded. So they have hit and broke right past their goal. Yeah, they are about $900 or $800 over their goal. So congrats to them. And yeah, it's really, really cute. So far we've hit a definite choice point where we've been giving one customer a pep talk this whole time. And then it came down to us being allowed to essentially decide what kind of drink they would get to what stat they would. So I gave them something that increased their charisma. So hopefully they can talk down a werewolf. But I hope that they also read the quest details, because if all else comes down to it, they can just play fetch, and that will also work. But now we have Brooding Loner Person, who clearly shopped at whatever this world's version of Hot Topic is before coming in here. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Fine, I'll make you another Spoken Heart. So once again, there's a note for the order. It's going to be 3 charisma. We draw the recipe on the board, and that way we know what to follow. So this is our charisma drink, our dexterity drink, our intelligence drink, our defense drink, and our strength drink. You know. So 1, 2, 3. And then what did we say? Some strength. And some defense. So yeah, he drinks a charisma drink. He drinks intelligence drinks. He drinks a dexterity drink. He drinks a defense drink. He drinks a drink that reminds him of the something thing, you know, etc. And I like that you get this here that basically helps you follow the pattern on the board, and it's just a very simple, like 1, 2, 3, out in a direction. So we click the bell, and our magical drink vortex will mix it up and send it right to the customer. A Spoken Heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. And they're gone. Charming. Speaking of, I got my own drink, which is some more apple cider and honey. Warmed in the microwave. Made a little bit too hot, actually, so I'm going to let you sit there for a second. Alright, the day is done, and it's nighttime. Oh! Oh my goodness, y'all have had some run-in with some slimes. Oh my goodness. I will also say I've recently gotten a Crunchyroll subscription. So, slimes, of course, feature in a lot of the isekais, and I'm cracking up. Okay, so some new friends. New friends. Careful! You'll step on my cape! Oh my gosh, you have a cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I serve you? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. Okay, so we are quite literally, really the NPC innkeeper in a fantasy game, and I'm here for it. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No? That feels wrong somehow. Could try the one where you just serve drinks quietly. I'm not going to do the Scottish accent, but clearly they're going with that for a dwarf. I'm fresh out of that one. Sorry. Thought so. You're planning to try and peer into my backstory. Probably. Ugh. I'm warning you, I am very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Excuse me, I am essential. I am the protagonist. Also, maybe you can get your slime-covered ass out of my bar, okay? You think about that? Okay? Next time you want to drink that slime. Why are you ignoring me? Not you, the innkeep. The innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about it. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Yeah. Pretty tough to clean off. Well, thank you for bringing that really tough to clean off creature into my clean bar and sitting down at my very clean bar with your really tough to clean off creature. I really appreciate it. Do you want to pay for a drink or get out? May I ask how that happened? And also, get your dirty ass out of my bar? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story. And your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Wait. Who? Wait. What? What's Who are you talking to? I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette de la Sang. I feel like there's a at the end of that. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Okay, let's look at the drinks that we have. And as I figured, it's going to be the Southern Brawler. Because the Sparkling Nebula, which is amazing, we haven't gotten to make it yet, but it's very pretty. And the Frosted Lagoon is blue. So we'll make the Southern Brawler for Kyle. Okay, that's 3 drops of strength. And a little bit of charisma. And a little bit of defense. Oh, bingo, a Southern Brawler. Order up. Boop. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, well, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Hey, John, welcome on in. Maybe it's a chase. You could let me have a bite. No. You gotta take me out to dinner before you just get a bite like that. Hey, Base, welcome on in. Okay, that's better. It was definitely too hot earlier. Okay. And who may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frost Grip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Are you trying to skip my dialogue now? What? Who? What? Who is it? What is is it Viva La Dirt League that does the videos with the epic NPC man, and it has the guy who's like, skip, skip, skip. I love their videos. Their videos are also very white, but I love their videos. I just tend to wonder, why did all these people come from places in the world where people of color don't exist, but whatever. So yeah, just try to skip my dialogue. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Okay, so Frosted Lagoon is going to be all defense. This is the first time we gotten to make one of these. The Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down even on the hottest of summer days. And it offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? Okay, so this is defense. 3 shots. And then a little bit of strength. And a little bit of intelligence, because sometimes you need to know that the better part of valor is running away. I did that wrong. So you shouldn't know that it's running away. You should be charming enough to tell yourself that you need to run away. So let's give a little bit of this. Here we go. Sorry. Thank you, Andu. I know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing, obviously. I completely misread that. Order up. Oh, it's pretty. A taste of the Ur, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh. Are you hitting the placeholders? Let me try. Are you trying to... Wait, are you trying to... Now you're trying to Ultima me? I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. Okay. Okay. At least I got a smile. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine. Guess you've earned it. Oh, got a little Angie face there. Sorry, didn't mean to bring it all up. But again, y'all are filthy and at my bar, so I feel like I'm entitled. Alright. Picture me, deep in the mountains of Dolvamir, with my trusty axe and a good drink by me side. I should be doing the pirate accent, I'm not going to do it. That's a lot of on the throat, and I can't do it right now. There I was, minding me own business. I gotta go. I can't. I'm out. The cut. Digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all times. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and... slurp. Gone it was. Slurped down just like a woman slurping down 4 dozen oysters on a date that she did not like. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Kyle, are you okay? Maybe you do need some blood, sir. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit and dug until there was nothing left anymore of the ooze. Well, almost nothing. Yeah, you're kind of wearing it. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me! What? Wait, what? Also, did you just call me food? Kyle was in the ooze, but did not come out a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So, there you go. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh, yes. A big gold nugget. Should be enough to bring me to Barovia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Would you allow me to ask a question? What was that deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where have you last seen your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We've looked everywhere on our way here. Bought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Okay, don't tell Kent. Oh. No, you made Kyle cry. Although Kyle called me food, so... I am getting the weirdest vibe off of these two, but alright. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe lands? Does he mean Narnia? What? No, what? Kyle. Maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that, we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The Cape of Invisibility is playing tricks on me. It is quite moody sometimes. Oh my god, y'all. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for displaying your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn. The vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her? Congratulations. Are you still married? Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out, she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. She just wanted my cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. Oh my god. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast. She... The thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape... I could never live without it. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Oh! That's the shoulder pat. That's rough, buddy. Oh, love it. Perhaps Innkeeper. That's your name, right? No, but I'm not telling you my name. Oh, my deepest apologies. What is it then? I don't think it's time for that yet. Names are a valuable currency after all. For some types, indeed. But you mustn't be so mysterious to a new friend. All my friends call me Innkeeper. Ah, in that case, I shall not disrespect your wishes. Well then, Innkeeper, do you think there is a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot into her village and her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. That's what we are setting up right now. So, Marrow Castle, where could a brave adventurer find it? Deep past the abyss of dread at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Queen of Darkness. Temptress of Men. Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be aware, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so didn't we make a lagoon the last time? Yep. More frosted lagoon. Alright, this time I won't get it wrong. Yeah, don't share your name with Faye unless you're transitioning and really want to get rid of it, because they'll take that. And you'll never have to hear it again. Hey, Val, welcome on in. One frosted lagoon coming right up. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with that. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No. I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Oh. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work as it used to. I'm out of practice, and slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all icky. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Well, that would explain the back. Oh, right. Innkeeper! Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that also moisturizes my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me. My Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? Our rumor unlocked is vampire sunscreen. I'm awesome. This is awesome. This is amazing. This beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads in all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could ask it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that'd go over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? I really have no idea. This has gone from Dr. Smith. It's definitely Frank Nelson. It's a little bit Dr. Smith and a little bit Frank Nelson. Like, oh? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Ms. Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal? Oh, nay, no. Forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze? Goop? Ooze goop. I'm no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Oh, wow. We are dangerous. We have not charged anyone for anything, and now we're saying you can pay when you leave? We are a dangerous innkeeper. Grand. Seems like they give you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. She is still calling us an NPC. You're lucky if I don't lock you in those rooms now. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Kyle's gonna hit me up on Grindr after midnight. That's just what that's about. Give me just one moment to order in some food. Not with the S. We have a lot of potential quest stuff, so yeah, give me 1 second to order some food. And I will put on some music while we do. Because it can take a little while for things to arrive. And don't need to order food. You are food. Look. Quiet, you. Let's see, one of those. And one of those. And one of those. And what else do I want? I just decided I really did not feel like cooking today, so I don't want to overdo it. I could make a salad here, so I don't want stuff. I don't want like too much stuff, but I don't want oh, screw it. I'll just treat myself. I think it's funny. Apparently Twitch didn't think that was funny. I thought it was funny. Okay, a little bit of a tip for you. And place the order. And thank you everyone for your patience. So that I can eat. Put the order in. Notify me on all my devices that I put an order in. Okay, there we go. All right. Back to it. So we're coming up with a quest. We have multiple things to do a quests with. Okay, let's do a quest for the cape. Okay, hold on. A quirky vampire is looking for his cape. He seems confused, wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. The vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. At the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak resides the vampire, Countess Evelyn, the temptress of men. Careful, she might be invisible now. Hello there. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire, oh, that's okay, came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the lost cape. But be aware, she might be invisible. Signed, Innkeep. Okay, now we need... okay. We need sunscreen. So, the one thing that stands against the grueling curse of the sun is chimera saliva. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. According to an amaranthine hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Or, maybe it just rhymed with tides. Who can say? Until sunrise. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in bright daylight. Is there any mouse or adventurer brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? Signed, Innkeep. Okay, quests are on the board, and the night is done. We are feeding our buddy, because he's the bestest baby. Cleaning up probably ooze slime as well, or ooze goop. And we'll start day 3. We'll see how far we can get. I'm going to be on for another 15 or so minutes, and we'll go find someone to raid. And then I'll get ready for my food, and probably put on some anime, because yum. So, Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn, Part 3, New Friends and Former Enemies. My infusion shipment finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some Fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix Chili, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. So infusions are going to be the next infusions. Okay, we don't know them yet, but those are going to be the next piece of ingredients for making drinks. So hopefully we'll get to that before we get to end today. Fable's back. Oh, Carolyn and Fable. Ooh. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky fella. It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? Oh, okay. Too much. Too much. Okay, got it. So you didn't join a party? No. Oh. Then what is the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So, I do owe them some of your dishwater at least. Wow, get out. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. No. Elfie here was able to prevent it. It's Fable? Whatever. Does this, perchance, have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Wait, what? Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? But you're the one that gave me the quest. What is happening right now? A lot. I think he's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you did not want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Oh! Oh, called out. Wasn't. Sure was. Fable's over here like, yeah, you were. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Adventure and pay ain't what it once was. So, you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How does any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest, Fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregarin right after dawn. The Ashen Grove thins out at that part, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields, vineyards, and see one farm after another. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually. A little. I mean... I reckon I could still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine all the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping it quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. Oh! So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Uh-huh. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." Hey, Springleaf, thank you for the resub. I didn't expect her to be in her full senses, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help her calm down. It did confuse me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person, see? Okay, I'm just saying. Or it, don't like that, but, you know. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I am skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan had worked, but that wasn't really what I'd expected. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because it's not very nice stealing sheep." And then she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A guard? Are you a cop?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling growl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and had pierced it with a horrid yell. Or just us when we wake up every day. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisting face of a werewolf. Yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Kaerlyn and the werewolf were fighting on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep? Obviously, I set it down before. Good. So you came to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... well, you know. Hey, why can't I say that? What? Okay, ma'am, stop breaking the game. Apparently the gods do not like swearing, so let's dial it back. Youth protection. The age rating assessment is quite harsh. Oh, love it. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. It's the only way I can bring him up these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Did he start watching Fox News? Because that happens to a lot of people's uncles. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Feeder. Oh, it was Fox News. Okay. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Feder behind to worry senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Oh, he stole everything and then jetted. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out, his solution was to send the problems away. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How'd you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to get them to listen to me. I threatened that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. Ooh, check out the big chutzpah over here on Fable. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little fella. Thank you. Thank you? I sat them down and did my best to be an inseparable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Was. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you can stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. Hey, Quirly Bee, welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the disagreement. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out, after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people that he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we'd known, we'd have helped him the best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. So their people are wolf people, but also turn into werewolves, and that is different from them just being wolves. This is interesting. Okay, that's okay. Okay. He didn't expect that, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, all of that. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any of the human things, or Vukakin things, so to speak. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, they're human wolves, but then a werewolf is a different thing. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. Again, the game is coming for me and I do not like it. But yes, welcome on in, Quirly Bee. Hold on a second, I saw Tizradmo, which I'm probably saying wrong. I apologize for that. Hey, Gabba. Tater the Explorer, Ghostly Prince. Hello, welcome on in, everybody. And Elise Finder, hi. Nope, wrong window. There we go. But the sheep, too. But they had to talk about it. This silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is strangely persuasive. Okay, so I'm glad that we gave them the right drink. Had us talking about it before I realized I didn't even want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. I guess a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Sometimes, you know, it goes either way. Wonderful. Of course, there is still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. He got so obsessed with the cure, he can still barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he's done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it isn't easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. Pardon me. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of BS. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an end, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of an adventure is just the beginning of a new one? Well, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So, you know. Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend the day at the settlement, but they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to go back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything nonstop, would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! Oh my goodness, I love the face. Said something about being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? Yeah. But it's not finished yet. But I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Well... Is it a poem or a song about your adventure? So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Okay. Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Okay, so Lynn wants a strong drink. That's going to be another... Oops. Southern Brawler for Lynn. Oops. My bad. Let's get the recipe out here. So, we need some drops of strength. Oop. I'm messy. I'm all over the place. And then some charisma. And then some defense. Andu's got me with the Southern Brawler. Order up. Boop. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. Oh! I see what you did there. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that will calm me down? Maybe even bring back some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? That was a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events. Alright, a swift strike for Fable. That's agility, agility, and agility. So, agility. I like that the top of it is a feather. And then it's a little bit of intelligence. And a little bit of defense. A swift strike. Order up. I also like this one. The garnishes, the leaves of the garnish kind of like keep swirling around the drink and up and down. I love it. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? Wow. Why is this game calling all of us out over and over and over again? Didn't ask for that. Wow. They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a free room. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. Bye. She's gone. Later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back to check whether everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different than I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Oh, Fable, I got a little secret for you. I want to let you in on a little secret, but maybe you're not ready for that yet, but we might tell you in a little bit. We're gonna hold off. We're gonna hold off on explaining that it was inside you all along, and just, you know, come back and order more charisma drinks. Yes, very good job. Maybe you should order that drink more often. I'll think about it. I hope this isn't going to be my last adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? I mean, you do look a little bit like Link, so I wouldn't say no, but that is a very tall order. Nah, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'll ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point that we shouldn't hope for a calamity like that. Even if it would make for a good song. Or for a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I will stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. Okay. See you soon. Okay. I know we're going to have customers at night. Oh, the hood is off. Oh, we're going to save. And we're going to go to the main menu. Maybe we'll come back and see what happens with Emo Boy after the hood is off. But right now, it's time for me to go. I gotta go. Let's check in on one more time. Tavern Talk is... They are $2,000 over their original goal, so that is awesome for them. Once again, Tavern Talk is right now... the demo is in the Steam store. If you want, you can go to their Kickstarter and help support the project. They do have stretch goals, so by all means, don't stop now. And if you want to play the demo, hop over into Steam and you can download it and you can play a little bit of it yourself. But right now, I am going to quit because I got to get some food on the way over here.